In this video, we're going to talk about customizing an existing agent with additional capabilities through topics and actions. So in one of our previous videos, we managed to add a new capability to the agent, which was creating a lead, right, or lead automation, wherein we used Agentforce internal assistant, yeah, and provided the ability for users to use Agentforce UI interface and manage to create a lead, isn't it? So just like that, we are going to add a new capability to Agentforce. So this way, we will learn quite a new things. Um, so we'll pick up a use case and then we will see what we will able to know, how we can able to accomplish, and then what new functionalities that we are going to learn by implementing this use case. So this is about how you can able to turn an unhappy customer into a loyal customer. So basically, this is a very common scenario that we come across, as in when a customer is raising an issue or when customer raises a complaint and a complaint, right? Certainly, customer wouldn't be happy. Uh, when there is a problem with a product that is dispatched to the customer, or when the service is not fulfilling the customer needs, certainly the customer wouldn't be happy, isn't it? So now what we're going to do is we're going to use AI to help unhappy customers to by giving a voucher free discount voucher code. So we wanted to somehow make customers happy. The idea is, let's use internal AA agent. And the AA agent, what I'm going to tell AA agent is, hey, can you create a voucher code, discount voucher code for XYZ customer? And I want the agent to automatically create the discount voucher and then add that voucher to the customer's record. Okay, so in that way, I can track the vouchers created plus the vouchers assignment to a customer. Okay, so basically this is what we're gonna do it. We're gonna configure agents to do it. I want the agent to create a voucher code. Then I want the agent to update an existing account or a customer record with the voucher code. Then send an email to the customer. Send email to the customer. So basically, if you look at this closely, this is a business scenario or a business workflow, isn't it? So we're gonna automate this business workflow using AI. I can manually do it anyways, but it's a three-step process. You know, Instead, I want AI to do this for me. How do I do it? That's the next thing. And in order for me to do this, I'm gonna follow 5 steps. So before that, let's see it in action. How the expected output will be. Then we will take a deep dive and then do it. Okay, so this is my org, and we're going to use the internal AA agent. So this is the Agentforce, assistant or meant for internal org users. So let's pop this up. Okay, let's imagine that this particular customer is unhappy with the latest with a recent service that we provided to this customer. Okay, so what I'm going to tell agent is, hey, can you uh, create can you create a discount voucher and voucher for this customer. I'm not even mentioning the name of the customer. I'm just simply saying this. Okay, Agentforce is intelligent enough to know that I'm actually the current page is a record page of the customer Grand Hotels and Resorts. So it knows which customer I'm referring to. So create a discount voucher for this customer and create it for customer and um, associate. See. Okay, let's see. I just use a simple instruction. Let's see what it is going to do. So now it says that the discount voucher is successfully created, correct, has been successfully created, and this is the voucher code on the fly did create, and this is the expiry date, etc. And it did create a new record, isn't it? Let's cross check whether this is created or not. Okay, so there is a custom object created which will hold all the discount vouchers created by the system, and also this is having a relationship with uh, the account. So if I just refresh this page and let's go and then check out the related records. I believe this was the one created. Yes, this is the one that got just created. And as you can just see, so Agentforce was able to automate this process. I wish I could have asked another question to send an email to one of the contacts, correct? Anyways, we will do it. We will do it when we implement this. Okay, yeah. So this is the expected output. So I want the agent to automate this entire business scenario. But how did we manage to accomplish this, right? So because typically what happens is when you ask the same question to the agent force, correct? Agentforce does not have this inbuilt capability of creating a voucher code and then having it assigned to the account and having the record, included in the account record. Yeah. So it doesn't have that inbuilt capability. So we have to provide this capability to the agent. Okay. So if you break down the steps, there are total 5 steps involved. So I need a flow or Apex to create a voucher code, and I also need another flow to create a discount voucher record, basically a record on the record, in the discount voucher custom object, okay, and have it associated with the customer record. Okay, so these two will hold the business logic. Then I want to introduce this new capability to the agent, isn't it? So for that purpose, I'll have to create a new topic. And then I will be creating actions, then action chaining. What does this action chaining mean? Think about it. I cannot create a discount voucher record without having a discount voucher created, isn't it? So somehow I need to let the agent know that before it creates a voucher record, discount voucher record, I want the agent to create a voucher code first. Okay, so this action, consider this as first action and this as second action. So I want the system to create or to execute the first action, then go ahead and then execute the second action. Okay, this is what you call action chaining. So when you have multiple actions created, and this is how you can able to instruct agent. Okay, so perform this action one, no matter no matter what happens. Once you get a successful output, then go on and then proceed with the second action. And then once the second action is completed, go on with the third action. Okay, so on and so forth. So this is what you call action chaining, and this is what we're gonna do it. Yeah. So let's go back to the org, and I'll show you how this is implemented. So we'll go to the setup. And like in the previous videos, right, how we configure this is purely the instructions. Yeah, we're not going to write any complex, logics and all. Yeah, very simple instructions will help agents to find the right actions, to find the right topic to work on. Yeah, so let's go and then first check out the flow that is created. Okay, so I have a very simple flow of type prompt, and let's get into this voucher code. As you can see, this is very simple flow, okay, of type template triggered flow. All it's going to do is it's going to, add a or create a voucher code. And for that purpose, what I have done is I've just simply used a formula. As you can just see, this is the formula. And this is simply going to use the currently logged in user's ID and then extract the first 4 characters. Okay. Then it appends that with today's date. Okay, again the first 4 characters, and then it uses the org's URL and then extracts the first 4 characters. Okay, so basically it's this is the logic that is used to generate the voucher code, but feel free to modify. Okay, this is one simple way to create a random voucher code. Okay, but feel free to implement your own logic. And once this formula is ready, what I'm doing is I'm just using this new element called add prompt instructions. Yeah, and if you go here, you will find this right in this. Okay, this is the element that I'm using, and this element will simply throw this, or send this voucher code back to the agent. That's it. Okay, this is my first flow. So in our step, this is the flow that creates a voucher code. Yeah. So the name of the flow is generate random voucher code. Yeah. So this is done. Now let's look at the next flow, which is which will create a record, isn't it? Record in the discount voucher custom object. I'll show you the schema of discount voucher custom object. Here it is, very simple one. It has a relationship with account so that I can associate this record to an account record. And this is the voucher code that gets generated by the other flow. Somehow I need to get the voucher code and then have it stored in this voucher code, and also the voucher expiry date. Very simple, schema. So now let's look at the next flow, which will actually create a record in this discount voucher. Yeah. So let's go and then so discount a voucher for customer. Let's get into this flow. This flow is also of type prompt template triggered flow. And if you are new to this prompt template triggered flow, just look at the previous videos in the playlist. You will know how to create a prompt template triggered prompt flow from the scratch. Yeah. So you have this start element, and then this is fairly simple. I'm going to use this create records, and then I'll have three variables. One is to hold the account ID, other one is to hold the voucher code, the other one is the actual other one is to other one is the voucher expiry. Okay, so this is the formula field. If you just go here and then check, this is a formula variable which is going to add 180 days, okay, from the current date as the expiry date. So if you create a voucher code today, then it will simply add 180 days, which means it is valid for 6 months. And then I have a couple of variables. One is the account ID. As you can just see, this is marked as available for input, which means I have to supply account ID, right? Then I have one more variable, which is again, the voucher code. Again, this is marked as available for input because I wanted to supply this input to the flow, right? So once I send this account ID and voucher code, automatically a record gets inserted. And once it is inserted on success, what will happen is it will return a response back to the agent using this prompt instructions element. It will just send a success message plus the voucher code and the expiry date and the new record ID. Okay, so now I have two flows, created, isn't it? Now comes the core part. How do we configure agent so that it will call these flows and then get things done for us? So let's go back to the org, and then let's look at the agent studio. So previously, right, you have where is this? Yeah. So under this Einstein Generative AI, you will find Agent Studio, Agentforce Studio, and the internal AI agent is right here, Einstein Copilot, and you will also see it sometimes, or going forward, you will see Agentforce as the name of the agent. So Einstein Copilot is a name that used to be, I think it was there till March, I believe. And now these days, with the new developer edition, you will see Agentforce that refers to the internal agent. So just go to this agent, open this in a builder. And Salesforce has also introduced versioning capability whenever you build this agent. Earlier it was not there, but now versioning is also available. So this tree of changes, managed right within the Agent Studio. So that comes really handy when something goes wrong in your agent force, implementation. You have an option to roll back to the previous version, which was working fine. So this is a cool feature available now. So before you do anything, we just have to deactivate. And then in our case, what I did is, right, I managed to create a new topic, and fairly simple. Click on this and click on new topic. And then you can just mention, a brief description about what this new topic is all about. In this case, it is about discount management. Okay, so I've already done this. I'll just show you, how this is configured. So click on next. It will take you to a page where you can just add instructions to the agent. How to, once the intent of the user question is identified, okay, you can add more instructions and then navigate the agent, okay, to pick up the right topic. So I'll close this and then, open the existing topic. just to show you the type of instructions that are configured. So the name of the topic, and then there is an instruction that clearly says that it will help solving CRM related queries, etc. And so you have an additional functionalities available with a new release. So this will help you to validate whether when you click, it just validates whether your description is good enough for the agent to understand. Okay, so looks like it says comprehensive and clear. One way to validate whether your instruction is good enough for agent to understand and then to find the right topic. Okay, scope is defined, and I'm giving instructions right here. So these are some standard instructions. So as a reminder, uh, so this entire topic, actions, flow, whatever is used in the for this implementation, you will find a link in the description, which you can use to download the code and then have it configured in your own on your system. Okay, so don't worry, you don't have to remember this. Okay, you don't have to do much. So I'll give the exact metadata file which you can leverage and then get the instructions from there. Okay, so I'll just take you through the important instructions and then we are all good to test this. Yeah, the last couple of instructions are important. For example, if you remember, right, if you remember in the previous instructions or the previous prompt, I just said create a voucher code for this customer. I said this customer. So basically, the agent will pick up the customer name and then will try to identify the ID of the customer, isn't it? So that's one of the instructions included. In one of the instructions, we are saying that when the user gives you the name of the customer, don't just go by the name. So use the name and then figure out the ID, because that is important, because when you wanted to insert a record into an object, the ID really is important for you to do a backend insert, isn't it? So the instruction is good enough for the agent to automatically figure out the ID. In case if it finds multiple matching customers, it will ask you to which customer to choose from. Okay, so but this is an instruction that is driving the agent to ask or to take that very next step. And this is also equally important, because this is where we are saying that okay, pick up this topic when the user is looking to create a voucher code or discount, etc. The moment it finds that word, right, discount or voucher, etc., it knows that this is the topic that it needs to pick. Okay, so once this is done, you can able to add actions. I have a lot of pre-configured or standard actions, and the one that we really wanted to include is the two flows that we added. Correct. I can just go here and then create a new action, and what I can do is I can just simply go to the flow and then I can just pick up the flow, the one that we created. I've already included that right here, so you can just see this, right? Create discount voucher and create or generate random voucher. Just choose this, change the label and API name, hit insert. Next, that's it. I've already added this step, so you can just see this. This is the first one, right? Create discount voucher for customer, or rather, this is the first flow. Let's go and then check out this and then come back. I'll go to the topic, actions. Here it is. So now this is where again the instructions really matters. So I'm just giving an instruction saying that hey, you have to use this flow to create a voucher code when the user is asking you to create a voucher code, etc. And if you remember, this is the input parameter, the customer name, and it will simply return the response. Okay, all we have to do is just provide the instruction. This is number one. Number two, I will go to this next one, create discount voucher, and this is where the action chaining happens. For example, so this is the instruction that says that you need to help user to associate the voucher code to a customer record. Fairly simple, isn't it? So this will insert a record into discount voucher. That's the next point. And the third one is this gets triggered when the user asks agents to create and relate a voucher code to a customer. Fairly simple, but where it really matters is this account ID. You need the ID of the account to which the record to be associated, isn't it? Yeah, but the user will never share the ID. User will simply give a partial name or full name of the customer, isn't it? So when user provides that information in the chat window. I'm giving an instruction to an agent that he don't try to use the name. Instead take the input from the user, and then you have to call this identify object by name action. So this is one of the actions included, okay, in your agent. And I'm just saying use this to find the respective ID. So without having account ID, you should not proceed further. That's very, very important. Otherwise, the flow will fail, isn't it? Yeah, that's the action chaining. So to execute this action, I want the system to perform this action first and then gather the ID, use it as a input. Make sense? Similarly, voucher code. So to get the voucher code, I need to execute this function, this action, right? Yeah, create a discount voucher for customer. Basically, this is a flow and it was included as an action. So I'm telling that this is a required input and you have to run this action and generate the voucher code. So without which don't proceed. So this is the action chaining. And now you can think of your own scenarios where you can break the business logic into multiple flows or Apex, okay, and then have it configured as actions. And using instructions, you can able to chain the actions. That's it. That's all we are going to do it. Okay. So now the rest all will be taken care by the agent. To demonstrate this, what I'll do is I'll just say, can you help me with with uh, um, with adding or let's say create a discount voucher. Okay, I'll simply say to create a discount voucher. Let's see what agent is going to do. It needs to pick up this topic, isn't it? It needs to pick up the customer discount management. It did pick up the right topic, which is good. The instructions are right here. 10 actions are there. Yeah, and um, looks like I need to make a little improvement so that it won't ask the account ID. What I'll do is I'll change this a bit. Okay, I'll just say create a discount voucher for Genie Point. Okay, I'm just mentioning the customer name, not the complete customer name. I'm just simply saying, Genie Point. Now let's see what's going to happen. All right, it's trying to analyze. Let's see what's going to happen. It's trying to figure out next steps. Okay, it should create a voucher code and then create a record and then associate a record to the account object. Let's see. Perfect. I think it was able to accomplish this now, right? But let's investigate what is happening. So this was the prompt that I had given, and it did pick up the right topic based on the instructions. And remember, I just gave Genie point. Looks like, remember the instruction that I had given. So I said use this action to find the ID and then proceed further, isn't it? So using Genie point, it was able to use this action and then found the ID. And this was used in the next next to the subsequent step, which is the okay. This is another one, which is the random voucher code generation. So the code was generated, and finally the previous inputs, the ID and the voucher code, both were used in this action. Remember, in this action, we did say that it has to execute generate random voucher code action to create a voucher code and then proceed further, isn't it? That that was driving this agent the path how to implement this business scenario. And finally, it managed to create a record, and then we have this information right here. Let's go and then check this out. Okay, let's go and then check this out whether it is working or not. I'll copy this ID and let's go right here and let's see. Perfect. It did create a record for me. Let me try this. Okay. Looks like for some reason the voucher code is not populated. Okay, we'll investigate this further. But I think voucher code was there, isn't it? Let me try this. Why is this working this way? But let's give it a try. Okay, but I think the structure is working fine, correct? So the way how it did pick up the topic, the way how it did execute the action chaining, it did work. Let me just activate this, go back to the agent and then execute from here and see whether it's working now or not. Ideally speaking, it should, give me the voucher code, isn't it? So let's ask this question. Um, Customer pyramid construction, um, not happy with the latest implementation. Can you help with discount? Intentionally, I'm making spelling errors. Let's see whether the Agentforce is good enough to understand this and then perform the actions. Can you help me with the voucher code and add it to the customer? Let's see what happens. Now it's working. I think for some reason, when I tested it didn't work, but this is the voucher code, and you can just see this, isn't it? Yeah, I can go to this pyramid constructions. You should be seeing a new record in the voucher code. Yes, here it is. Does it match with the exact one? Yeah, perfect. So now this is working, and if you just take a step back, this is we have just automated a complete business scenario, isn't it? And of course, think about various other business scenarios that you can implement in your customer project. So before we close this video, as I said, I will share the metadata file. Let me go and then show you that. I will give you this metadata file. You can find the link in the description to download and then use it. So this is the customer discount management, and you can just see all the instructions that were provided. You can just simply deploy this right from your download, add it to your SFDX project and then deploy directly to your org. Yeah, or you can just, if you want, you can just review the description and then copy and then take it from here. So this is for the topic, and for the actions you will have I'll give you this particular metadata, and input and output you will find it. So this takes name as input and output is right here. You can just use this one, plus you can also find the other one. I'll give you this as well, input output, and the instructions you will find it right here. Okay, so you can also just directly deploy to your org and then get this running. Also, I'll give you the metadata file of the flow and the object, the custom object that we need to, that you need to deploy in your org. If you wanted to replicate this in your own org, these metadata files will certainly help you. I'll zip this one and then, upload this in a file storage. You can download and then start using it. Okay, so now we managed to successfully implement this business scenario. As I said, just this is just a beginning. You can able to build much more complex scenarios using AI. So we will pick up another use case later in the next video, and then look at other functionalities and capabilities of Agentforce. Thank you.